I'm Piano Man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Welcome to the long run with an honest tongue. Justified, opinionated when the topic comes. Don't give a piss about nothing but tide. Honey bee on my mind and I keep that pride. Stroke still strong, last name long. Roll tide, roll where the truth belong. West Virginia born, working hard in my soul. Still got that steel town grin and I take control. F them trees, yeah I said it loud. Go Steelers too, got the whole room proud. Love that college game, love that Friday light. Love them real world problems and we talk all night. We bring that fire gumbo daily. Stir it up, don't play me. Bishop on the forge by fire away. JB got the whole room crazy. LaToya in the mix, can't tame it. Twist to keep the freight line moving. Welcome to the show. Piano Man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Hey, welcome. How y'all doing today? Welcome to the long run. This evening edition, which is sort of a special edition of the long run with Piano Man. I'm your boy. It's me. It's Mr. P. You know how it is, Mr. P. I just want to it's been an eventful day. Got a lot going on and everything, but I just wanted to not have a show today. I just said we're going to just do it this evening. I've been telling you that there was some things going on, and this evening I wanted to just to let you know, because a Piano Man always prides himself in being honest about everything. I try to be straight up. Well, I don't try. I'm just straight up with you, and I don't pull no punches. It is what it is. All right, but today is a special show. I'm not going to say things are going to come to an end because that's not what's about to happen. I want to go ahead and tell you, just go and get it out there and everything. Some people say good things, so as good things come to an end. But I don't believe in that fully. Sometimes things do, and sometimes they don't. But I do say thank you so much, Vols M for that 1999 super chat. Thank you, my brother, my friend out of Tennessee representing them Vols. What's up with you? I appreciate you. Yeah. What you say? Who's in the mood for some? I had them pancakes. Yes, I did. Boy. That was some good eating, man. That was some good eating. Thank you. But I'm always in the mood for some pancakes. But later on, I'm gonna tell you about something else you need to try. All right. But after today, and it kind of pains me to say it because when you get used to something, you kind of get used to it. But starting Monday, there will not be a morning show. We'll be going to the evenings around this time, starting on Monday. I'm going back to work. I'm going back to the classroom. And it's because that I want to go back. There's something else on the horizon. There's something else that I'm doing. There's something else that I'm working on, and it takes finances to do it. And like I told a friend of mine today out of Atlanta, it's not like God is raining down manna out the sky. There's just some things that I have to go and do, and in hopes that I believe God will bless the works of my hands. But I am going back to the classroom. Uh, I'm in order to make this other thing work. But the long run will go from the mornings to the evenings. And what I'm about to do is I'm going to be on Monday evenings at 5:30 Central Standard Time. And instead of being on 2 hours, I will be on for like an hour and a half. I go from 5:30 to 7, like that, because I do have to rest now and get back into the swing of things. So I will be on Mondays at 5:30 to 7. I'm working it out. I think it's going to be Mondays from 5:30 to 7, and it will also be uh, Thursdays from 5:30 to 7. And then we're going to have our Saturday morning show, especially during football season. Now, the fun thing about it is that going back into the classroom, those days that I am off from the classroom and everything, then there will be a morning show. You see what I'm saying? There will be a morning show. So let's put it like this: Labor Day, I'll be on Labor Day morning, right? I'll do 2 shows that day. I will do 2 shows that day, and and then we'll go from there. But on Saturday mornings at 7:30, well, 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, we'll go from 8 to 9 on Saturdays, and then we will have our Discord. I fixed that up with JB just the other day, and we were having our discourse on Saturdays, watching the games and things like that. I was unable to. May as well go on and tell you about that. There's some medical things that have been going on as well, and so I have to stay under the doctor's care about a couple of things, and so it's just a lot of things that's been going on in the life of Piano Man. But to God be the glory, and I give him all of the credit. I thank God for each of you, and but it's not going to stop. It's just going to change a little. That's all. And so the one blessed thing, like I said, about the classroom is that I will those times that I'm off, like Labor Day, I have a morning show, 2 shows that day. When fall intercession comes up, not sure. I have to go look at my handbook. When fall intercession happens, I think I have 3 days going there and everything. Morning shows, we will have them. They're not gone away for good. They're just kind of put aside. But the long run with Piano Man is still going to be on. And so we'll be on Mondays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for an hour and a half. Okay. And then we will go from there. I don't want to cut into anybody's time. I don't believe in that and everything. And I realize that it's about, for some people, it's about competition and everything, but it's not about that with me. I just love reporting about football, sports, especially Alabama, Pittsburgh, whatever. But we love doing what we do, and we built a pretty cool fellowship and everything. But it's time to do something else. It's time to do something else. So hopefully here within the next couple of weeks, you will know what that something else is. And we're just going to be going on from there. I want to also want to say thank you for everything that you've done, sacrifices that you've made to get up with me every morning. And some of us, like the Chapman family, good to see you, and Roll Tide and Bama Nation. Some of us meet over there at Martin Houston every morning, and at 6 a.m. we're some of the first ones on the grid. That's how serious we take it. And then as soon as Martin Houston goes off, then there's the locker room, and then I come on at 8. And so it's like one big continuous thing that goes on daily. And I just want y'all to know that I am so grateful, but just some things have to change. And so if you will, join me every Monday, every Thursday here at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're just going to cut the time back a little bit and everything. But I promise you, it will still be effective. Got a lot of things going on. Have a lot of things coming up. If you Bama fan, you see what's happening in our fall camp. lot of rumors out there. Don't believe all of the hype. Don't believe all of the rumors that you're hearing. There's a whole lot of foolishness going on. People trying to be first. People trying to say, I got this inside scoop and everything. And there are no inside scoops. I'm being honest with you. There are no inside scoops. Why? Because the coaches have not made any decisions. Like someone got out today and said they were in full pass. No, they were not. They were not. They were not. They were in shells today. When it's time to get in full pass, they're going to be there. See, so I pride myself on being correct more than trying to be this inside guru and be wrong about stuff. No. Just go with the coaches, go with what the coaches say. And then, like Stephen Hicks say from time to time, the blind squirrel gets a nut every now and then. Some people will look up in something and get it right, whatever. But it ain't like they're this insider. You see what I'm saying? Only the insiders are the insiders. And plus, the media is only been given here this first few days. The media has basically been given, I think it's 15 minutes. What can you learn in 15 minutes? Not a lot. See, so you have to act quickly. That's why when I went to Senior Bowl, I learned the inside and the outs of how the media really works. You have a set time, as they say, to make it do what it do. And if you don't make it do what it do, you got to be in the right spot at the right time. Because when they open up the door to the media, you got to go in knowing what the business is. You see what I'm saying? So don't fall for all of the media hype. Don't fall for that. Well, I heard, like on one of the shows today, and then we're gonna get to what we're getting to. On one of the shows today, a caller called in and said, well, I heard they're doing this, and this dude was all over the place. I was saying, golly, man, some of these fans, they believe any and everything that's told to them. You can't do that. If the coach don't say it, don't believe it. If it doesn't come out of the coach's mouth, just like if somebody came to you and said, Piano Man said this, that, and the third, and you hadn't heard Piano Man say it, don't believe it. Don't believe it, because that's not the way it goes, okay? So anyway, that's how we're going to do. So starting Monday, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, the long run will be on, and we're going to go from there, okay? And so I hope everyone just continue to do what you do and support those others that come on in the mornings and everything. And now they're not me. Nobody has that got that it factor and got the Gumbo Chefs. The Gumbo Chefs will still be in effect and everything. And, we just have to change up just a little bit, but it's still going to be cool. All right. All right. Well, let me go over to check. Keith Hope. Keith Holcomb, what's up with you? Roll Tide to you. Anitro, what the business is. Quit playing. Don't have me come over there. Now, just because I'm going to the evenings, that don't mean I won't make no visit and tell you what's going on with you now. All right. Don't have me come over there and tell you about yourself. I see DSGB 84, my brother out of Georgia representing them dogs. Hey, what's up, Icebox? Good to talk to you today, my brother in the Discord. Good to see you. What's going on with you? Roll Tide. Dessert, maple chocolate pecan 7-Up pound cake. That's doing too much, Bishop. Just whatever happened to a regular old pound cake. That's doing too much. Chocolate pecan, no. But good to see you, Bishop. My brother representing them Boomer Sooners. Forged by fire. What's up, Jeff? Good to see you. Chapman family, do you think, okay, let's do this question and answer. Piano Man, do you think Coach Kalen DeBoer will start having team practice in the evening? Probably so. I believe that these morning practices work better for them, easing them into, I think that what happens is they have the morning practices, but you got to look at the timing at when they have the morning practices, because still that Alabama southern heat, that humidity is still stifling even at 8 o'clock in the morning sometime. So he will have some evening practices, probably so. But I think they're going to ease into that. Oh, and furthermore, tomorrow is media day. So for those of you who are Yay Alabama members like me, just hey, go. Oh, but I forgot. If you didn't make it to the invitation part, if you did not go and secure your spot, you can't get in. That's the one thing about that right there. I'm learning more about this thing as I go. But good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. All that good stuff. So the Chapman family.
Don't be hating on my cake.
Sooner or later, Bishop, that's doing too much, man. That's doing too much, man. Plus, I don't like chocolate like that anyway. I really don't. It's doing too much.
Hey, more for me. More for me.
Because I have sensory issues and if doing too much.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Jeff, I don't blame you. I don't listen to the media either because half of them don't know what they're talking about. And what gets to me with some of these folks with the media, Bishop, is that they take stuff so darn serious. And if the coach haven't said it, why are you believing someone from the media talking about, I got this from a reputable source? Really? Come on now. Really? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Lady Latoya, what's up with your Roll Tide? What the business is? You who? Quit playing, girl, and act like you know. Don't have me come over there to Birmingham and call you out now. Let me see. Now, filet mignon, okay, fried greens, black-eyed peas, bacon, crackling cornbread, and red Kool-Aid. Now you go, you know.
So now you see my little menu. Now you're good with it. All right.
Friday, Bishop, it's Friday, and I'm finding a whole lot of stuff wrong with your menu today. It's good. Instead of filet mignon, see, that's more like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Fried fish, bro. Fried fish is Wednesday.
Yeah, but I've been doing. Some of the people said I do too much fried, so it's time to switch it up.
Filet, man, you can't. No, I don't care. I'm from the South for real. Give me some fried fish on Friday. It's Friday, man. Give me some fried
I do some orange ruffin. I do some whiting.
Tuesday and a Wednesday. Or a late Saturday night on a date. You must got a date tonight.
Ooh, you know what would sound good? Buffalo. You ever had fried buffalo?
Yeah, I don't like
it. You don't like it?
Nah.
Man.
Mm-mm.
I like all types of fish, as long as it's fried.
The buffalo fish, that's the fish for the old folks. The buffalo fish is the fish for the old folks.
Don't start. Just like
my best friends
you better take your castor oil.
Oh no, I ain't eating no buffalo fish. I'd rather drink muddy water and sleep in a hollow log before I eat some buffalo fish. No, sir. But one of my best friends in New Orleans, I when fishing season, when it really kind of cools off a little, I told him, I say, bro, if I catch a buffalo, I said, I'm going to ice him down real good. I'm coming to New Orleans and put him on your doorstep. He said, please do. I said, but you got to clean him yourself.
Okay, you eat whiting?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Yes. Damn, bro.
I'm a finicky eater. I'm very now as when it comes down to my seafood, I'm very, very finicky. I don't eat buffalo because of the bones. It's because of the bones. Now, if they filleted it, I probably would come on with it.
Yeah, I always fillet mine. Oh, yeah.
But most folks,
fillet mine.
But most of them don't want to fillet it. They, but give me some filet buffalo, and we may,
because it takes too much time to eat it. Otherwise, too many bones.
Too many bones, man. That's one of the boniest fish, and those bones are humongous too. That's why they call them buffalo, because the bones are so big. They're pretty big bones. My goodness gracious, but buffalo fish. But thank you, Chapman family. Thank you. Truthful John, what the business is? No, quit playing. Don't have me come over there at your new house. Tell you about yourself. Thank you, Truthful Jones, praying for you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. I think we got everybody because
Did you see mine?
Vols M for M. Uh-oh. Stephen A. Smith out of Miami. What's up, Stephen A? He said, I love some pancakes. I do too. Listen, y'all, this is what else I was going to tell y'all while we on the food segment, while before Dwight come up in here and try to put a blanket on, put a wet blanket on everything. Bishop, do you have a waffle iron?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever tried this, but this is delicious. Take an egg and hard fry it in the waffle iron.
Huh.
Delicioso. Delicious. Yes.
Sure.
Yes. Yes. And then put it beside them pancakes and let the Lord bless you.
Shoot.
Put it on there with them pancakes and let the Lord bless you.
Dude,
I ain't lying to you. Me too, Stephen. I love pancakes. I do. Bishop, I love pancakes. And I love waffles too. I love waffles.
I like pancakes, but I prefer waffle. If I can make them from scratch, I like making waffles from scratch.
I love myself some pancakes. I love myself some waffles made from scratch as well. I love them. It's like making good old cornbread and everything. But
especially some homemade biscuits, like the old kind. Grandma taught me how to make.
I can do those too. But one of these days, Bishop, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
We messing them up, baby.
Again, thank you to Vols. Thank you to Vols for the super chat of the 1999. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You.
We appreciate you. We appreciate everything that everybody does. And so
we appreciate you, Piano Man.
I
know you ain't gonna read mine.
I'm gonna see. I gotta get to it first. Bishop, this chat is jumping, and I can't keep up with this. Here we go.
That ain't nothing but love coming back to you.
I got to keep these glasses on because I had that migraine. And
yeah.
When y'all see me fooling with the glasses like that, say Piano, leave those glasses alone. y'all look, y'all chastise me on that one.
Yeah. Okay. We would talk about this in the yesterday over at Brisky's deal about the ranking on the defense.
Defense ranked number 5. Then wouldn't do hard to raise that number. I'm going somewhere with this. Our offense is taking a beating, but what if this is the best defense Bama will? Okay.
Now, which ranking is he going by? Because the one we went over, you guys were 11th.
Defense?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to tell you like this. This is how I'm going to handle that.
Go ahead.
And I respect everybody's opinion. But shout out to Coach Hayes. I was on his show the other night. I wasn't on it.
You picked it up.
Scrolling
home run. Go ahead.
And it's something that Coach Hayes said that made a lot of sense. And I sort of adopted that. And I know people have their issues with a Miami person, and I understand, but I don't have a problem with a particular philosophy. Okay, I don't, because guess what? You can't really judge anybody right now until after you see them play.
Facts.
That's the bottom line.
Facts. That's exactly what I said.
What if, Bishop? What if Alabama's offense is actually going to be fire? What if they the business, but because everybody see, I pay attention to words, and in the words of governor, word and context, words and context, words and context. If you sit back and listen, now that we're in the 7th day of August, and this is the 3rd day of Alabama practice, and fall camp and all that good stuff.
Right.
No matter what has happened, no matter what the interviews that are given, this, that, and the third, everything goes back to quarterback, O-line, running back.
Yeah.
Nothing is basically said about the wideouts. Very little is said about the tight ends. But when you go and inspect, in retrospect, and look at a Kalen DeBoer / Ryan Grubb offense, and to me, it doesn't matter whose it is. It don't matter whose it is. I know people like to get hung up on, major or minor stuff. It really doesn't matter who offense it is. The thing about it is right now, this is the offense that Alabama is running. All right. What's being left out of the mix is that the Washington offense. I'm looking for something here. Let's see. The Washington offense is very tight end friendly. We put a lot of emphasis, Bishop, on Ryan Coleman Williams, Lottie Brooks. We put a lot of emphasis on Cedarian Morgan. We put a lot of emphasis last year on Jerm Bernard, Isaiah Horton. But in my opinion,
right,
the MVP of that whole deal was not Jerm Bernard. It was Josh Cuevas.
I'm just going to say, who was my X factor when it came to you guys? Your tight end?
The tight end was the X factor.
All the time.
The tight end. Now, what I'm leaving this question up here for, Jeff, is because here's my thing. My thing is this year is I don't give a hoot if the defense is ranked 55th.
Right.
I don't care. I don't care where they're ranked. My problem is you can't rely on your defense to save you. There has to be a balance. There must be balance. And I know. Been at this long enough to know I know the game pretty good, and I know I might be old and antiquated about some things, but Bishop, football, the base of it, the emphasis of it, the foundation of it does not change. You've got to have a balance of both offense and defense. You've got to have a balance of, you've got to have a balance of run, not just passing, but you've got to be able to run the football. As we used to say, Bishop, and the old coaches say the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line.
Yeah.
A straight line. This is why the old coaches was against a running back dancing in the hole. What you dancing for? Run the football. You up there? My old coaches would tell us, why are you dancing? What you up there trying to do? The Texas two-step? Run the football. Run straight ahead. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Whoa. I'm getting something here. What? I ain't even gonna report that. I ain't finna talk about that foolishness. That's foolishness. Anyway, run straight ahead, Bishop. Too much that dancing in the hole. You will have a lane created. The line will be created you a lane to run in. And because you're trying to create something else, as opposed to taking the 3 or the 4 yards that they've already given you. You're trying to bust it outside, left or right, and everything. And you end up sometimes getting hurt or fumbling the football, as opposed to just taking what was given you, live to fight another down. Bishop, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
What would you rather have? 4 yards and let it be 2nd and 6,
Mm-hmm.
or 3 yards and now you still got 3rd and 6? Because as opposed to you just running straight and staying in the straight line that the lane has created, and then when you get past that first tier and you've made it into the 2nd tier, now you've, depending on the spot of the ball, sometimes you've come up with 5 yards on a carry.
Well, just think of what just think of what you said though. You already answered it for me, because everybody wants 2nd and 6, because you got 2 more downs to get those additional yards.
Oh, Bishop,
What?
I should have known he was listening. Thank you
Who?
to my producer for the $5 super chat. Don't worry, I was listening. I heard y'all talk about food.
Hey, hold up, dude.
You should,
Dwight,
Bishop.
hey, Bishop slip. Ooh.
You should have known. You should have known. Dwight was somewhere. He hates to talk about food. I love to talk about food.
It's all good.
It's all good. Thank you to my producer. But Bishop,
Yeah.
people make this big to do about the lack of a running game, when sometimes the reason that it lacks is because some of these running backs don't know how to run.
Oh, wait a minute. So now we're hitting on all cylinders, because understand, you can make your offensive line look great if you know how to press the hole and hit the trap door. And a lot of these young backs, I don't know if the coaches are sharing it or not emphasizing it, but a lot of times they're running up onto the backs of someone when the hole, because the defense shift at the late shift, it hits a little wider or it hits a little deeper. So, it's just comprehending and watching enough film to understand, hey, if this should happen, expect to hit it at this hole, and it'll be wide open for you.
And then you also know, and here's something else that we don't talk about much, Bishop.
Right.
And here we go. We don't talk about from a running back perspective. And this was something I was taught in junior high, is know which way your interference is going to come from. So now you need to know exactly which hand, once you get past that first tier, you need to know which hand, which arm you need to carry the ball in, because you need to know now which way the tackle is coming from, which way the interference is going to come from. You got a lot of guys, you don't switch hands in the middle of a shift. That's not how that goes. No, they're going to swipe it and they're going to catch on that that's your pattern. I told y'all the other day, I think I said it to you, I said it to somebody. As a defensive back, not only do they have to watch, but the guys on the offense have to be watchful too, Bishop. Look for patterns, look for tendencies that a defensive, even a down lineman, as a guy in the backfield, as they call them fullbacks, H-back, up-back, however you want to do that. You have to watch for tendencies that those guys on that D-line was going to bring you, depending upon your offensive set. There are certain moves that they make. There are certain sides that they favor. When you're running the football, if you know that they're going to favor their left and have trouble recovering to come back to the right,
Right.
your brain need to be thinking ahead and say, okay, this dude, I need to be planning my move, boom, pow, blah, 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 blah. And it throws everybody off. That's the type of running back I was. Even as a fullback, that was the type of running back I was. My favorite move, Bishop, was a spin move. If I knew I was going to run into some interference and they thought they would have me, that was something that I worked on, but it was also an instinctive move as well that I would, and by the time they would get ready to swipe, whoop, I would turn it. I would either cut it. Most of the time, I cut it back inside. And I would.
He don't you? He doing his work. He was putting in work.
I cut it back inside. I didn't care. I wanted that middle linebacker to hit me. I wanted to hit. But if I cut it back inside and I did that spin move so quick till he missed it, well, shame on you.
Yeah. What you know what you emphasizing, and it's a lost art, is truly understanding, knowing how to have true field vision and understand how, if you know how to count the defense and know what type of defense they're in, then you already, through watching enough film, you already know where the holes are to where the numbers are a little versus a lot. And if you do, you can hit a lot of home runs by understanding where everybody's going to be and making sure you hit to that side and get ready to open up that lane. But see, that goes back to paying attention to film study and paying attention, start getting with somebody if you don't know how to read defenses, understand how to read defenses, how to count. So that way, when you do hit that second level, boy, I've seen a lot of blocks being set up. If you know how to juke just right and slow down and let somebody catch that block and then go ahead and finish that block, and then you go ahead behind them.
And Bishop, that's what you've been talking about. Development. Those are things that have to be developed, and that's coaching. Part of that is coaching, but the other part of that has to be heart. It has to be heart. What can you do? Where are your instincts? Where are your instincts? Because there are some things, Bishop, and I've heard you say it, that cannot be coached. Yeah. Where are your instincts? This is an instinctive game as well. So I'm going back to what I was saying, Bishop, is that I'm concerned about the fact that we put so much emphasis on the offense until we've forgotten that I just believe the defense is going to be fine. I'm hearing a lot of positive things about them, even though they're in shells right now. Even though they're in shells.
They're in shells, yeah.
Won't be able to tell the real deal until they're in full pass, full go. That's when you're going to find out. Yeah.
But see, I'm more of a, and I know you guys have noticed that I'm more of I'm O-line, D-line, and tight ends. Because understand, if you don't have that strong foundation, there is what equips to either stop the run or make the run go. And believe it or not, the missing ingredient in the X factor is the tight ends. Because a lot of times you want to hit a little wider, depending on what type of even versus odd front that you're going against. And if that's the case, you need to have a tight end that can really handle their block and don't need somebody to chip with them.
So I'm just saying that this offense, I don't believe, I'm looking for something, Bishop. I think I just found it. This offense of what Alabama has is very tight end friendly. I think I just found it. Come on now.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of double teams come off of your odd front, because I can I can help somebody and scrape to the second level. And that's where your big hitters come from.
I'm just saying, man. And so what ends up happening is I'm not trying to do that right there. See, this makes me mad. Come on now. Okay, that's right. There we go. Now we cooking with. Now here we go. Bishop.
Yep.
All right. Now watch this. Here we go. Watch this. Here we go. I pulled up the last year that Coach DeBoer was in Washington, right?
Right.
So here we go. Now here's the deal. As we said, I've gone over this before, but I'm gonna go over it again because now I think that because of the changes, Bishop, that have been made to the Crimson Tide team, to the roster as a whole, I think that you're closer now to what he had at Washington, except I believe you have a little more depth. I believe you have a little more depth. More soundness, if you will. So watch this. Now here we go. In 2023, Michael Penix Jr., he threw for 4,903 yards.
Right.
Dylan Johnson ran for 1,195 yards.
Yep. He was a lead back.
Rome Odunze, wide receiver, was 1,600, was thrown to for 1,640 yards. But here we go. But Bishop, I got to throw something else at you.
Go ahead.
A guy named, watch this. Rome Odunze, 1,640 yards. Jalen Pope, 1,000. This is receiving yards now. 1,159. Jalen McMillan, another wideout, 559. But Jack Westover, their tight end, was 433 yards.
All right.
Coupled with the fact that you had, like I said, Dylan Johnson at 1,195 yards. He was their the bell cow. He was their bell cow.
He was number 7.
Yeah, he was what the business was. He was, but after Dylan Johnson, your next running back only had 201 yards. See, so the point that I'm making is Bama is a lot deeper. It's deeper, even at the running backs. But you're still going to have to establish, Bishop. Who's going
that? But you know what the one thing is? It's his guys. There ain't no ifs, ands, but whatever happened, it's his guys. So if nothing else, and then Clem is getting a start from a foundation. Everybody that's in there is having to learn together. So that in itself can help speed up the process.
Mm-hmm. Now watch this.
Go ahead.
This. And I'm going back to these receivers again. Rome Odunze, 1,640. Jalen Pope, 1,159. McMillan, 559. Westover, the tight end, 433. But Jern Bernard was 419. Watch this. I'm not done. Delvin Cook, Dylan Johnson, Josh Quavers, 4 receptions for 164 yards. This was when he was at Washington. Josh Quavers leaves Washington and comes to Bama and balls out. That's the point that I'm making. So that's one of the points that I'm making. One of the other points that I'm making is that quit bashing DeBoer. Quit bashing him about his offense. This stuff works. It really works. It'll work if you work it. You got to work it.
You got to develop it. You got to give him a chance to develop it, get his pieces. The key caveat is his pieces. Once it's his guys, then all the critiquing you do, good, nail him. But as he's gathered his pieces, believe it or not, he's doing a great job for not having his guys.
See, so this year, everybody, is going to be a year of mystery. You got to wait and see. I'm of the firm belief that when I look at this, because I'm about to say something, some people may disagree. No, there's nothing to disagree. Remember, that's the year Washington made it.
Yeah.
And Alabama didn't.
Mm-hmm.
That was the year Washington made it. Texas didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that now. And people are talking about, and I've heard people right over here, even over here, say, well, that was the pet, whatever, and everything. And they're soft. Mighty funny. They're in the natty, and nobody out the SEC was. Care to explain away on that one? See, so go ahead.
No. What I was gonna say is, I think sometimes we can get we get so used to something that is a traditional deal as something transition out of that. We have an aptitude to call something that it's not. Because understand, is only way you're soft is if you don't make the playoffs. You made the playoffs even without a running game. What can you do when you get your offense in order and you're able to balance everything and still play the defense you were playing?
And Bishop, I'm going back to Washington again. This time I'm going to 2022, right?
Yeah.
Michael Penix Jr. He threw for 4,641 yards in 22. Wayne, the running back, 887 yards, but Rome Odunze caught for 1,145 yards. Bishop, the offense, but once again, people say that's how down there West Coast. But look what they're doing. They're still putting numbers up. And let me see something else. Uh-oh. Let me see something else. Let's see, standings in 22. Okay. I'm going to go back to 23.
How you do that? I just think I get where people and at Tennessee, a lot of our fans have a tendency when they're part of the machine is they call it soft because it's not Saban-esque. But it's not supposed to be. You're transitioning to the board and you're 20-8. I'll trade you. Our first 2 years, we weren't 20-8.
And watch this.
So,
in 22-23, Washington was 7-2 in the conference. The only team that they watch this. Here we go. Washington was 7-2 in the conference. All right. Watch who was ahead of them. USC, then Washington, then Oregon, then Utah. Now watch this. USC was 8-1. Washington was 7-2. Oregon was 7-2. Utah was 7-2. That's called competition. That's called competitiveness. Whether you say that they run these crazy offenses or whatever and don't pay any attention to the defense, this, that, and the third. Listen, 7-2 is 7-2, whether you're in the PAC, the SEC, the ACC. 7-2 is 7-2.
Yeah.
And when they finished their year, they finished overall, they finished 11-2, and USC finished 11-3. It works, Bishop. It works.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. You have to, they just have to, and then when you go into, so let me go into the next year, 23-24, Washington that year went 14-1 overall. Only game they lost was in the Natty to Michigan.
And then Natty. Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
So for these people that's running around here hollering, DeBoer ain't this, DeBoer ain't that, I beg to differ. His record says something else. Bishop, not only that, that year he went 5-0 in the conference.
Right.
300 in the conference, 316 points for, 240 against. But his overall 540 points. They put some points up.
Yeah.
They put some points up. Now, watch this. Oregon put up more points than they did than Washington did, and Washington beat them twice.
Yeah.
Oregon went 12. Oregon went 12-2.
Yeah.
Guess who beat them twice? Washington. So the point that I'm making is that to these naysayers, to these doubters, give the man, give his staff, give them a chance to, like what Bishop said, put your guys in. Work it the way it needs to be worked. I'm not gonna say what
Pete,
I'm not gonna
with
say.
one caveat, don't have no more Pasadena, the Rose Bowl. You can't have any more showings of that. That's where I feel like the caveat really is the last taste in you guys' mouth is that. But the total, that's different. But you know how that goes. But go ahead.
But the more you keep talking, you know what?
I agree. I hear you.
The more you keep talking about that. Oh, okay, Bishop. Now, I gotta say this now.
Go ahead.
They keep talking about the Rose Bowl, Florida State, but they forget Oklahoma beat us too. And nobody says nothing about that game. With the exception of the fact that the kicker missed the kick, and him and the holder or whoever that was got into it. And then when they got ready to play Eastern Illinois, and he got out there, the kicker's field goal, the whole stadium booed him. I said, man, this is crazy. I said, this is crazy. But Bishop, those are the things that'll test you. Those are the things that'll test you. Those are the things that will try you. Those are the things that will grow you. Those are the things. But fans, players, everybody have to be patient. This is a thing. This is not a thing that's going to just be healed overnight. Because all the week, what I've listened for is Bishop is they talked about Adrian Clem. All right, let's get on that for a minute. Since we're talking offense.
Go ahead.
About Adrian Clem.
Yeah.
Could it be, Bishop? I'm going to go on and call a spade right here.
Go ahead.
Could it be Coach Cap from last year? Because this would be the only time I bring this up. Could it have been that Coach Cap from last year just wasn't feeling it, or he didn't have the concept of what was going on either? Because sometimes coaches don't. You're a coach, as a former player, I know.
Yeah.
They don't catch on. They don't grasp on quick.
Yeah.
And so
You,
now you're bringing
you go
Clem
ahead.
in, right?
Yeah.
And all you saw, and I saw this up on a clip today.
Go ahead.
I saw this on a clip today. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Coach Clem is very hands-on. He
Right.
and Richard Owens, they're very hands-on. They're very hands-on. What's the name of the coach that came from Oklahoma?
Trent.
Trent.
Simpson.
Yeah,
Trent Simpson.
very hands-on.
Yeah,
What
yes.
we have this year are hands-on coaches. And what I've heard, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I tell you all, listen to some of these shows. I mean, listen to, the real from the fake. Let me put it out there what Bishop say. You know the real from the fake. You know the real ones. You know the fake ones when you hear it, okay? But here's the catch. Very hands-on. It has even caused a difference, Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the other coaches who have been there previously, the addition of the new coaches, Bishop, have even brought a particular awareness that the coaches who have always been there, they've raised their game. They've raised their game.
Yeah.
So sometimes, Bishop, players will respond to what their coach does. So people say that there's no fire, there's no this. You don't know that. Just because a coach, just because a coach is not doing it the way Coach Saban does it, that don't mean he can't coach.
That's right.
That just means that he's different. That's all. Are you the same type? Let me ask you a question, Bishop. And I don't know about your personal life, but would you consider yourself the same type dad? Would you be the same type dad that your dad was to you?
No, he's a small love and I'm big love.
See what I'm saying? But guess what? It doesn't make him wrong and you right, and you wrong and he right. It makes you different. But guess what? I bet you anything. Your dad, because of being the man that he was, would appreciate the man that you are. Just because you do things, because I think we get upset about what we see as opposed to embracing the process. And I think that's what's happening at Alabama right about now, because that's what I'm getting. It's the embracing of the process.
Say that again. Right there. Don't move. Right there. What did you just say?
They are embracing the process. They're not worried about the end result. I'm going to get up in the face and say that. They're not worried about the end result. They are embracing the journey. That's what they're doing. I was listening at Ryan Grubb yesterday, I think it was. Bishop, they are more philosophical in thought. They're just philosophical in thought. And for those of you that might not be paying attention, it's basically what Coach Saban used to say, things Coach Bryant used to say, things Coach Stallings used to say. It's just more of an updated version. That's all. But the same principle, it still applies. Embrace the process. Embrace the journey. Embrace it. And I think that that's what's happening. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to see, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you or anyone else that Bama's going to win a natty. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Bama is going to go undefeated. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that because Piano Man don't get down like that. But I will tell you that come September the 5th, I do believe, Bishop, that you're going to see an improved Bama team that's going to improve week to week. That's what I'm at.
And do me a favor, family, since we're talking real. Write this down for your little cheat sheet to keep track of. See how they do when they get inside the 10-yard line. See if they have tightened up from last year. See if does it take them 3 downs to get a touchdown when you're playing against a opponent that you're, I would say you're above them.
Mm-hmm.
Because see, those are if they are taking care of business and attacking like that, that votes well for you.
And so, and I heard today, Bishop.
Yeah.
East Carolina is one of the top FBS programs.
Well, that all of a sudden when they don't block like that, that person is used to banging with them. And all of a sudden they get lost in the deal, and here comes another first down due to the fact.
So we want to see exactly how things gonna go. And so I'm just Kentucky, first year Auburn, first year quarterbacks in a new system.
Yeah.
With new teammates, new scenery, new setting. That stuff weighs on the mind. That's why I'm saying that, when they're sitting up here giving all this credit to LSU, they're forgetting LSU had Sam Levitt came from the Big 12. Since people want to put all this, for the life of me, Bishop, they put down on Kalen DeBoer and this, that, and the third. They put down on him and what Alabama's doing. And for the life of me, look where you went and got Sam Levitt from the Big 12.
Yeah.
Since we want to go that route. Oh, but he's playing under Lane Kiffin. Well, now, what has Lane won? Oh, wait.
Oh, that's right. He left a team that was about to go into the playoffs.
I mean, and the argument is that Ole Miss would not let him coach. Well, I don't blame Ole Miss. I don't blame them. Yeah, I said it. I don't blame them. Why in the world? Okay, Okay, watch this, Bishop. Let's use this analogy with that. You ready for this? Well, this is going to be a good one. This is going to bless your socks off.
Go ahead.
Why in the world, if you're dating a girl, right? But then another guy asks her to go to dinner. But she's supposed to be dating you, right? And she don't want you to feel some type of way. Girl, keep on stepping. That's what Ole Miss said. Keep on stepping.
In case you didn't catch it.
And nice knowing you, kid.
For real.
It was nice knowing you, kid. And that's what Ole Miss said. That's what Ole Miss said. And no, I don't blame him. So he missed out on the opportunity. And I do believe, Stephen A. Smith from Miami, I do believe that if Lane had been coaching that game, I do believe Ole Miss would have beat him. I believe that. I believe that. I don't believe Mario Cristobal is that much better than Lane Kiffin. I could be wrong, but we'll never know because it'll never happen.
Yeah.
But all I know is that it's a Lane Kiffin affair. But a lot of these schools are in the same boat, and it's going to be a wait and see moment. That's all I'm saying, Bishop. That's all.
Don't miss your moment. That's all I'm saying. Don't miss your moment by taking someone lightly. Take everybody as a nameless opponent that you got to do your work. You anybody that gets in the phone booth with you, you got to do work.
I mean, and then especially Bishop.
Yeah.
And you playing at home, you must protect your house. You must protect your house.
Yeah.
And then if you're going off the play, that needs to become your house. That's the mentality that you got to have.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
And so Jeff said, Bishop, they're not listening to the outside noise, Pete. I hope not. They do see.
Can't afford to. Can't afford to. Mm-mm.
You can't afford to. You can't afford to. I'm just saying. I've had enough of Feinbaum this week. I've had enough of Lil Walter. That's what I call him, Lil Walter. I told you he looks like Walter off of the Jeff Dunham with Bachman and
hey, little Walter.
He looks like Lil Walter. I call him Lil Walter. That's who he looks like. Little Walter. What's up, Lil Walter? But did y'all see? I mean, did it not make you mad? Did it not? Okay, Bama fans, did it not make y'all mad that he referred to Coach DeBoer as an AI coach? Don't. I'm just saying now. This is what they're saying.
Use it as fuel. But yeah, man.
What's up, Dino? Good to see you, my man.
What up? Now, let me say this. I know a lot of people at times it's like, but Bishop, no, Bishop. I told you, in order to make it to the playoffs and be accounted to have an opportunity to go win this national title, you're going to have to be forged by fire. Why? Because there is no second bye week. I repeat, there is no second bye week. And on top of that, the top 20 strength of schedules rely in what conference? I'll give you a hint. The S, the E, and the C. And I got a suspicion that a lot of us got to play one another. So if that's the case, and we're all ranked in the top 20 strength of schedules, with Arkansas being number one, come on, man. If you want to go to the playoffs, each and every week you got to go 1-0. And you got to realize you got to do a four. I've broken up the season in 4-game increments. You want to go 3-1 and 1, 4-0, 4-0, and the last increment. Hey, of course you want to go 4-0, but hey, if you go 3-1, that's 10-2.
Bishop, I'm looking at Dino. And what's up, Dino? He said the past 2 years, we play worse week to week. I don't think we play worse. I think the word should be, and I can't tell you how to say it. I don't think it's worse. I think it's inconsistent.
Right.
Inconsistent. Because still remember, Dino, Bama were winning games that the average team would have lost.
Now, Pete, just a little pushback. A lot of times you have people on the ropes But the second half, I'm not quite sure where Grubb goes and why he goes back to being more pass friendly.
Mhm.
But a lot of times you let a lot of the teams off the hook because of his
But I
decision
still
making.
believe that that's an inconsistency.
Oh, I agree.
I
I'll
still
give you
believe
that.
that's an
I'll give you
inconsistency.
that. I
But
just want to put that little caveat.
I still believe now that that's a mindset.
Yeah, it is.
That's a
That
philosophy
is.
that
That is
has to be destroyed because
absolutely.
you cannot. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I believe that the running game was never solidified because of the inconsistencies of the play calling. They couldn't run because you were too busy trying to run east and west. Trick
Okay.
play,
Okay.
trick
Okay.
play, as opposed to just let's line up and let's play football. Because I'm gonna throw this out there, Dino. I know we want to see points on the board, but Piano Man also wants to see grind and grit. I would rather a score be 14-7 and I've ground it out and I've kept you at bay than to be 31-24 and I haven't stopped you that good.
I hear
I
you.
didn't establish any ground game. I didn't establish any foundation. I didn't establish anything. And then a lot of time we fussed about the defense. Well, Bishop, may I present this, sir?
You man.
Maybe it wasn't the fact that the 4-2-5 was bad. Have you ever sat down and thought about maybe the guys that were in the 4-2-5 were tired?
Wait. Okay. Okay. You can't just throw that out there. If that's the case, wouldn't that go back to coaching and development?
Well, yes and no. How you gonna
Okay.
keep going 3 and out? What you expect the defense to do?
One, but see, that goes back to OC coaching. And
Yeah. But that's why I
I
said
get what
yes
you're
and
saying.
no. Because if you're gonna just blame the defense was getting torched, the defense was this. Okay, well, let's go back and let's take a look at what the offense was doing. 3 and out.
Oh, absolutely. No, no,
3 and
no.
out.
I agree with you there. I
3
was
and out.
just making sure that a lot of times people say blanket statements and not put all of the put everything in alignment so that it makes total sense. There's been times that South Carolina, you guys should have had them you had them on the ropes in the first half, but I don't know what transition. I have no idea.
Just saying,
So
I'm just saying that Georgia should have blown them out.
yeah.
I mean, they were listen. I don't know what I'm gonna be like LSU, about like I am with LSU. Bishop, I don't
Yeah.
know what all this love about Georgia coming from. I don't understand it. Sorry about that, Austin Allen, but I don't get it. I don't get it. Bama comes out there and just totally annihilate y'all at will. At will. I said all the time, and people go back and look at go back and pull up the tape if they like. Bishop, I kept saying it. Georgia's DBs are not all of that. I can go all the way back. I'm talking about back some years and
Right.
pull up the Bama and Georgia tape. When Bama got into a speed game, Georgia was no match for them. When it was a speed game, there was no match. But the moment Georgia slowed the game down, and made it a grind match and were able to make adjustments. It wasn't like Georgia was Speedy Gonzalez or anything. No, they were grinding, and wore Bama down. And then here go Bama trying to Caden Proctor here. Doing some type of gimmick play there. And then the next thing you know, you're 3 and out.
Yeah.
And then what happens? You bring your defense back out on the field. Do that for 3 series in a row and tell me how tired your defense going to be. Yeah. It ain't enough conditioning in the world. It takes a mindset, and that's what beat Georgia down the stretch. Because Georgia tried to call themselves running a trick play too, and Bama snuffed it out and stopped them, and then the rest is history. But then when they got in the SEC championship game, well, we all saw what happened. But the point that I'm making is that long as Bama is playing a grinded out game and running north and south and doing north and south things, Bishop,
yeah,
Bama wins. So that's what I'm saying, Dino, is the inconsistency that caused the worst play. It wasn't the fact that they were playing worse week to week. They were playing inconsistent in particular areas, and it caused the worst thing to happen. But they were still pulling games out. 11-4 is really not bad, but when you look at when you look at the nuts and the nuts and the bolts, the meat and the potatoes of it, yard production went down because you were trying to be cute as opposed to being correct. Just run at them. Didn't matter if you got 1 or 2 yards. It'd be 2 yards that you more than what you had. And sooner or later, you wear them. Same thing happened with Oklahoma. I went back and looked at them again. Like you said, mirror image. But the difference with John Mateer and Ty Simpson was John Mateer was trying to be hero as opposed to allowing his players to win the games for them. He was trying to do it. That's a mentality. And I hope and pray that he does not come with that mentality for you all this year, Bishop, because if he does,
yeah, it ain't gonna be nice. I don't believe in sugarcoating it. He has to show that he's matured enough to understand. Take what they give you,
exactly,
and play within the system.
Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. And so, which leads me to this, and we gonna stay too long, Bishop, but which leads me to this.
Yeah.
And chat, here we go. Dino, I like that. 2 years, and because I have to agree with you, but I just believe that the word that you're missing is the inconsistency of play calling, because that's what I'm going to be looking for, consistent play calling. But Bishop, now it raises me another question, though. What type of running back fits in these type schemes?
Wow. Well, definitely someone that presses the hole, that gets north and south. Don't do too much dancing.
But hold on, Bishop. I need you. I've heard you say that. I know what you mean, but I want you to also explain what you mean when you say pressing the hole.
Okay. When I say press the hole, oftentimes the hole, if I first call the play, they show an odd front, but they do a late shift, and by the time we hike the ball, it's an even front. I now know if that running play was supposed to hit inside, it's going to hit through the 5-7 hole. or the 6-8 hole on the even side. It's just a matter of the running backs having the mindset to know if that happens, they have to be able to be on computer and be able to hit a little wider. But they also got to make sure that when they hit it, you can't be slow footed. You got to get on through, because in the SEC, those holes close too quick. So,
Shoot, SEC high school close up quick too, Bishop. It closed
so
like what you said. Now, hold up, Bishop, because I'm not gonna let you leave that right there. Talk about the importance. Now we're talking running backs now.
For sure.
Talk about the importance of proper footwork.
Yeah, it's huge. Proper footwork will allow me to get to the hole or get close enough to the hole to make a jump cut and get out the gate. And when I say get out the gate, being able to, when once they press the hole, and usually a trap door will open on the backside of a play, and that's where you start hearing about the jump cut. And so, what I'm talking about is when we say press the hole, there's oftentimes, depending on how they stunt, slant, or whatever the defense does, sometimes our offensive linemen have to block it a specific way to still get that play to come off. And you have to be witty enough to know, okay, if they do a stunt and now they don't change who they're going to block, I got to know I got to hesitate a half a second, which is called pressing the hole, and then I jump into that hole and run out.
Yeah.
But see, that just goes back to film study and having enough, making sure I communicate enough to say, hey, if they do this, this is what I'm thinking. And is that in accordance to your blocking? See, it's the communication of helping them understand, hey, if they do run this stunt, this is what I was thinking. When I see it, I'm taught to run through this hole. But since they're gonna cross you up and one is gonna go first, it's gonna change up the me you calls. And if that's the case, then I need to know, okay, you pass it off to him, and the next color show, I need to know I got to hit off your butt. So if the next color show, I got to turn him inside out.
Uh-huh.
And the running back is supposed to press the hole and run off his butt.
I'm telling you, man, and you can't be doing all that darn dancing. You know, you got to run. You're back there to run, and that's why I was asking, like, what type of back, like in the Oklahoma offense. Let's talk about that for a minute. In the Oklahoma offense, what type of back what type of back is Bishop Newkirk looking for?
I'm looking for it's got to be I would say it's almost like a Derrick Henry. I'm looking for being able to, you can make one cut, but once you make that cut, make a decision and go. Get out the gate. Don't linger there. Don't try to dance back and forth, because this ain't high school no more. This is college, and that whole you'll get eaten up, and you'll be on the sideline watching someone else play if you can't get past this test. And so, you know, Xavier Robinson, backs like that they built low to the ground, but when they hit a hole, they hit it with force. So if you're gonna come in that hole, it's gonna be a big collision. And they're always leaning forward. That's a type of running back I need.
I hear you. Well,
Because you got it in Daniel Hill.
All I'm gonna say is this, everybody. I'm excited about the upcoming season. Oh, and then Bishop,
Go
what are
ahead.
you looking for with Bama?
Woo! I'm excited to see that all the rhetoric and whatnot, to see that your tight ends go to the next level. If your tight ends go to the next level along with your O line, I don't think people are ready for the type of Alabama that's coming at them. That's
I don't
just
believe
me.
so either. And I feel the same way. I went back and looked at some old Alabama clips, and here's the catch.
Too many reports.
This was in the, and I went back and looked at it in the Saban days. They utilized that tight end. They utilized them in more ways than one, and depended upon the set, depended upon what they wanted and things like that, what they were trying to accomplish. They had a tight end for different sets, for different circumstances and situations. And as big as Derrick Henry was, I remember they showed an LSU clip, and Derrick Henry took one in for a touchdown, but the up back, the tight end, hit a linebacker and just knocked him off his feet.
Eddie Lacy, Derrick Henry, that type of back is the type of back you want to have in this day and age.
What's up, Coach Al? The season one is here, y'all. What's up, Coach? But I'm telling you, Coach Bishop, I'm looking at the fact that I believe Bama is on to something. But I'm also of this firm persuasion, which leads me to this. And we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna do this.
I did a lot of reports. My eyes are itching. Go ahead. Talk to me, though.
Feeling, bro. I know the feeling. Oh, here we go. Here we are. Bishop, we're going to spend the next few minutes. We're gonna have a little fun here, okay?
Go ahead.
Here we go. Now, back to what I was saying earlier. The teams, Alabama, Auburn, Kentucky, LSU, Mississippi State, Missouri, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt all suffer from the same thing. New quarterbacks. Different system. Got to learn some stuff. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. LSU in their first game, Bishop, plays, and when I say this, I'm going to be done with it. The first game LSU plays is against Clemson.
Right.
They're playing Clemson. If Clemson goes in, I'm going to say it now, everybody. If Clemson goes into Baton Rouge and beats LSU, everybody lock the door. Lock the door, batten the hatches, because there's going to be a riot in Baton Rouge. I'm telling you now. It's going to be some upset folk down there. Trust me on that. Trust me. Because they put all this money into this program. It's supposed to be, what you call it, unbeatable, if you will. Well, yeah, and Stephen A. And I forgot, they have a new quarterback too. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. But anyway, Bishop, let's have a little fun right quick. Here we go. Let's have a little fun.
Go ahead. Let's go.
I told y'all the other day, and I did this. I did what I said I was going to do. I heard all this complaining coming from a lot of the Bama Nation, complaining about Coach DeBoer, complaining about this coach, complaining about this player, complaining. complaining. We ain't done this. We ain't won that. We ain't did this. We ain't did that. We ain't. And that was just on day one. Bishop, you would have thought it was the middle of the season. You know, day one of camp, heard all this complaining. Day two of camp, heard all this complaining. So I told you all that what I was going to do, I was going to visit other SEC camps or whatever. And I wanted to see what was the fan base saying. Bishop, you ready for this?
Yep.
Here we go. I went to a place called Locked on Auburn. Here's what some of the fans were saying from in this particular chat. Those are some small players. No. Let me read it like I wrote it. Those are some small arse players. I think we could have a 2012 season. Yikes. That's what a viewer said. Someone else said, I don't think it's going to be that bad. That was an all-time low, at least in modern history. If it is, he said, he should be fired if it is. This came from Auburn fans. Yeah. Arkansas, from Hog Sports. This came from somebody in the chat. I hate to say it, but everything looks slow developing. It's day one, Bishop.
I know.
Day one. Everything looks slow developing. It's day one. Then somebody said, kill the music. Quarterback staring down the receivers. I got to say this. Somebody said the tight ends don't look worth a damn. I went on and just said it. I don't believe in cursing. I'm just repeating what was said. Too many drop passes by Crutchfield. It's day one. Day one. Florida on Gators Online. Pop Warner. Watch this, bitch. Warner. WANNA. A Pop Warner team. Zero beef. Somebody else said skeletons on parade. The players look kind of small. Then someone turns around and said, they look better. And then someone says, I like how this staff directly addressed the team's best players and their weaknesses. I feel like the previous coaches shied away from discussing reality. Okay, let me go back to Auburn because I did not look. I forgot that I wrote something else down because I want you to listen to this whole exchange. Remember I talked about. They said that it looks like it's going to be a 2012 season and everything.
Right.
He said should be fired if it is. The exchange went like this. This is what I'm worried about. Thank God he has some good legs. Then the reply was, it was one throw. Y'all are so insufferable. The rebuttal was, who's y'all? It's not one throw. It's watching previous tape, camps, practices. It just worries me a bit to see this in situations where he doesn't have an SEC defense coming at him. It's day one. Georgia locked in. This came from a player. This team has done nothing yet. In other words, the Georgia player said, we could care less about outside noise. We could care less about what they're saying about us. We could care less about what happened in the past. This team has won nothing. They didn't have the chat open. I'm going back over there later on tonight. This team didn't have the chat open. But when they interviewed a player. So I went and listened. I looked at Auburn. I looked at Arkansas. I looked at Florida. I looked at Georgia. And, you know, I told y'all what the folks in Alabama saying. And Bishop. Yeah. All of this was on day one.
It's not much you could do on day one.
Mm-hmm.
But condition.
On day one. It's just day one. What y'all expect them to do? Get out there and run the plays and run them to perfection? Those guys were in there working on, as Bishop would say, they worked on development. They were working on stamina. They were working on this, that, and the third. They were not working on plays. They were working on their individual selves in order to come back to try to make the team better. But if you're going to judge day one, first practice, day one, and say they look mighty slow, shucks, everybody was looking slow. It's day one. Now, I'm pretty sure that when they told them, okay, let's rev it up, I'm pretty sure they got faster, Bishop. But sometimes you catch people at a certain time, at a certain place, you know, doing a certain thing, and then you write this whole narrative as if this is the way that the season gonna go. That's not fair. Gotta give it time. You got to give it time. You know what? Bishop.
Yeah.
I need you to go get Stephen Hicks. Go get him, please. Go get Stephen. Go get Stephen. Go ahead. You see what he did? Oh, my goodness. Oldie but a goodie. They can't find 3 wise men or a virgin anywhere. Lord Jesus.
Oh, boy.
Bishop, that's what I saw the other night. I mean, hard on these guys on day one.
The machine.
Exactly, Bishop.
The machine.
Keith, I don't know. I don't know what people are expecting. But I just wish you know what? It's one thing. I'm gonna say this and get ready to get out of here in just a minute. But Bishop, it's one thing. I can understand it if it's Feinbaum and Stephen A. Smith and Mike Greeny and all those guys. I can understand that. But when it's your own fan base, I'll never understand that. But I get it. But just stick around. Stick around. Because I believe, I can't speak for no other team. And, you know, and like I said, and as we go into the season and everything, and like I said, and as we do more and more with the channel and stuff like that, I think you're going to be surprised at how many teams are going to embrace the process of some stuff. And you'll be able to tell, Bishop, as into who has embraced the process and who has not. I'm going to say it again. I believe Bama's going to be better than what people expect. And I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. I'm going to put this disclaimer out there, Bishop. I'm going to say it one more time. SEC championship game, Alabama, Oklahoma.
I'll receive it.
That's who I think it's going to be. I think they put down on us enough. And I'm going to tell you this, Bishop, and I said I wasn't going to say anything about it, but I think I am now. When Coach DeBoer said the other day, oh, we're aware. We're aware. Do you know people got mad about that? Thinking that he should say more. What else is more to say? The question was asked. Are you your player, you or your players, staff, hearing what people have to say about the disrespect? Oh, we're aware. What else did you want? What else did you want him to say? That was good enough for me right there, Bishop.
Yeah.
That was good enough for me. That was good enough for me. Let's play ball. Let your talking be done on the field. Let your talking be done when you're getting ready to play the game. Like he said, let's get across there, and the guy that's over across from you, kick tail. Now, that ain't what Coach DeBoer said, but y'all get it. First time, Bishop, in the years that he's been here, first time I've ever heard him say that. What's up, Thomas Brasher? Good to see you. Roll Tide.
He's finding his footing.
Grub and Womack was answering questions with questions. That's them. But there were also some statements, though, Jeff, that when Grub was asked a certain question, he did answer it. But where the problem comes in is that he's not giving the answer that a lot of people want. That's his prerogative. Go back and listen to his interview. He gave some answers. He did. What's up, Lady Latoya? Thomas, I'm doing all right, bro. I'm doing all right. I'm excited about the season. I just believe we're going to be good. I believe Bama's going to be okay. I'm telling you. Stephen Hicks, we're going to put that on a T-shirt. You've been warned. We are aware. I think I'm going to give me a T-shirt made with that, Bishop. Just says, we are aware.
Facts.
We are aware. Yeah. We are aware. But yeah, Bishop, these couple of days, watching Bama practice, listening about other practices and things like that and everything, it's been very, very exciting. It's been very exciting. And I'm waiting to hear more next week. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what, while I'm in my classroom, I'm going to hopefully I have my iPad set up and do like I did my other year. And I'll be able to listen to Miller's Edge and stuff like that, and listen to what's going on and catch some things and, and see what's happening and all kinds of stuff. And, like I said, Piano Man not going to be at the loop now. It takes it, no, sir, no, ma'am. You got to go somewhere to make sure that that I'm not in the loop. I'm going to stay in the loop. I'm going to do my homework, Bishop. Bro, man,
I hear you.
And that's what I want the Gumbo Chefs to do. Do your homework. I want my chat to do your homework. Don't just talk just to be talking. Know what you talking about. Yeah. Lady Latoya, school has already started. I got hired back today, Bishop. I signed my papers today. This morning, signing my papers and all that kind of stuff. So Monday morning, I hit that trail bright and early. I do. But we'll be back on here Monday evening at 5:30, doing the doggone thing. That's what we're going to do, Bishop. It's going to be fun. And, like I said, I'm not trying to impose on anybody's else's show. I'm just doing what I do, and but we are going to cut back on some time. Anyway, but Monday, and then on Thursdays, 5:30 to 7. That's what we're going to do, and then once the season starts, we're going to have our Saturday morning show, and then we will be doing our Discord as well, and everything. And then furthermore, Bishop, we will be having some. I'll be letting y'all know. I'm having some special shows in the Discord as well. Some special things going on in the Discord, and I'll let y'all know how that's going to run and everything. But like I said, have no fear. Piano Man is still going to be around, but there just won't be any more morning shows for a while. But trust me, like on Labor Day when I'm off, we'll have 2 shows that day. We'll have 2 shows at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll have one later on that evening. 2 shows. And when we have fall intercession, as a matter of fact, I got my book right here, Bishop. Right quick, if you don't mind. I think I've got my. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we go. All right, Bishop. Here's how it's going to run. Here's the plan.
Cool.
And
congratulations, bro.
I appreciate it. All right, here we go. Okay. Oh, all right. Now, Bishop, and to the chat, everybody, Long Run family, check this out. Now, first day of school had already started. It started July 29th. I'm just getting back in and everything. Got rehired today. I'm going back. But Labor Day holiday. Wait a minute. Am I seeing this right? What? Bishop, hold on now. See, I told you, y'all not going to get rid of Piano Man quite that easy. Okay. On the 7th and the 8th of September, Bishop, y'all have me for 2 days. For Labor Day. The 7th and the 8th. That'll be that Monday and that Tuesday.
Cool.
Yeah. So we'll have a show that Monday. We have a show that Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday morning. Okay. Then on October, here we go. Oh, wow. Our Bishop, in October, the 5th through of October is our fall holiday. Pending that no crazy weather comes up, Bishop, we will have a show every day. Can y'all live with that? Can y'all just hold just a little while until P can get back? But Bishop, October 5 through 9, we'll be on there. September 7th and 8th, we'll be on there. And then Thanksgiving, the 23rd through the 27th, y'all already know. And I've already asked you, would you like to have some holiday stuff going? Most of y'all said, I said, if I came in on Thanksgiving Eve or Christmas Eve, would you join me? And some of y'all said, yeah. So we're still going to be doing the doggone thing. Then Christmas, the 21st through the 21st of December through the 31st. That's our Christmas break. There we are. So y'all not through with Piano Man. Piano Man is not done. Just some adjustments, but that's how we're going to do. But Monday evening, 5:30 Central Standard Time. We're going to be here. And for those that can make it, thank you. If you can't, we understand, and we'll see you when we see you. But again, Bishop, that's going to be the schedule. So, Bishop, we're getting ready to get out of here. Parting words, big dog.
Parting words is trust the process. We all have flaws. But understand, as long as we acknowledge them and tell the truth, we can always grow from them and show great and wonderful things. And understand, hey, we're so blessed to have P to hear this wonderful news. Because believe it or not, hey, where we're about to head, we're gonna need that. So this many blessings to you, my brother. And what you do is a ministry when you get into the school system. We
Yeah,
appreciate you.
I appreciate you all, man. I appreciate you. Love y'all to life, man. Stephen A., you couldn't have put it any better, man. Piano Man loves the kids, and I do. I do. I love the kids, and I just love it. And so uh, we just trying to do what we do, man. We're just trying to do what we do, man. But like Bishop said, but in order for what else I'm trying to accomplish to get accomplished, it takes money. And so, like I said, it ain't like the Lord just gonna open up the sky and pull out a whole bunch of Benjamins. I don't think he's doing that one. Now, I'm not saying that he can't, but I don't think he is. But if he does, rain. I'm like Kirk Franklin, rain down on me, la 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 la, let it fall on me. You know. But I just want to, you know, like like Governor said, it hits different when you say you work for it. You work for it. And so I'm working for this. And I promise you all, Bishop knows, some of the most of the Gumbo Chefs know what I'm doing and what's about to happen. And I think you all are going to be. I think you all are going to be proud. I think you're going to be proud, and it's not going to be easy, but I'm embracing the process. I'm embracing the process, Bishop. I'm going to be I'm going to be a proponent of my own theory. Embrace the process. That's what I'm doing. Embracing the process. So, with that being said, that's our show for today. I just wanted to come on and just to share with you my news. I'm going to miss being up early in the morning, preparing a show and everything. But trust me, you're still going to get the same quality. And hopefully, no, I'm not hopefully. As we do this with the evening, it's going to even go to the next level. And
Yeah.
it's going to go to the next level. And that's what I'm about, going to the next level. And I want everybody to know I appreciate you, the time that you spent with me early in the mornings and the fun that we had. And those days that sometimes the show went off the rail because somebody, anyway, and the laughs that we had and the times that we spent in the Discord. Now, speaking of that, here we go. There's the Discord. It is open on a Friday night. We ought to be jamming that box. If you're not, if you're not over there with KB and everything, but the Discord is always open. It is open. And so I want everybody to come on over there. And listen, don't be afraid to get up in the locker room. Don't be afraid, because that's the time to let your hair down. That's the time to let your hair down and do the doggone thing. All right. So there's a Discord. It is open. Bishop will be there. Stephen Hicks will be there. Austin Allen will be there. Austin Powers will be there. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Just go on in there.
Hey, we need to get Coach Allen there.
Yeah. We'll figure there's the Discord. There's the Discord right there. There it is, right there.
Real simple. It's just 2 steps and you'll be in there.
And you be in there. Come on in. Come on in, Slim. Come on in. And again, I want to thank my producer, Dwight, for the $5 super chat. Thank you. Yeah, he said, I was listening, heard y'all talk about food. We couldn't help ourselves, Bishop. We couldn't help ourselves. You bought up buffalo fish and filet buffalo. Now we talking about, and I want to thank my friend Vols M4M for the 1999 super chat. Thank y'all so much for everything that you do. And listen, I'm not on. I don't have my iPad up and running because I don't see who's hit the like button. But please hit that like button on your way out tonight. Okay, please hit it. Share, subscribe, tell others that, hey, we got it going. I want to say this, Bishop, and I don't mean no disrespect. I told someone on Twitter just yesterday, they talked about all of the top Alabama content shows and everything. Bishop, I was looking at them, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you know, I said, I told them, I said, we support y'all, but there are some up and coming shows that need your support too. They deserve support too. I wasn't just talking about myself. I was talking about all of them. All of them. We support them, but a lot of them don't support us back. But it's okay. It's okay. But I'm going to keep supporting and I'm going to keep doing what's right. And sooner or later, the blessings of the Lord will come my way, like when the time is right. But I'm just going to keep doing my part. But I just want people to know is don't be selfish in your support. Let's support. I've asked you to support everybody. Support everybody. And let's grow this. Let's grow this thing and let's make sure that others grow with us. All right. And so when Bishop gets his show, I'm gonna be over there giving him the blues about Oklahoma. Give him the blues, man.
Yeah.
Give him the blues like I give Coach Hayes the blues about Miami. I'm gonna give him the blues, but shout out to Bishop.
He already trying to give me the blues.
You know, shout out to Bishop and all those Oklahoma fans, man. We hey, the season is coming, but I still believe it's gonna be Oklahoma, Alabama in the SEC championship. And we all know how that's going to turn out. But I don't have to say that because that goes without saying. But anyway, but shout out to you, Bishop. Thank you for all you do, bro. And I look forward to seeing you Monday evening. You, Lady Latoya, get on here. Make it happen, girl. Twister, all y'all. Let's make it happen. Time to go to the next level, okay? And so with that being said, pray for my family. We had a death in the family, and we will be laying a relative of mine to rest tomorrow. And so I won't be on here tomorrow and everything, but pray for my family and everything. But but maybe after but okay, Coach Al, we see you, bro. We see you. We see you. And but maybe after the funeral and everything, I might be back on here tomorrow afternoon, or at least be in the Discord. And we just, because it's time, it is season. And so, Bishop, with that being said, that's our show, bro. Thank everybody for coming, everybody in the chat. I hope everybody have a restful night, a great weekend and everything. But always remember, stay focused, drive, and go forward in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. And remember, you can do all things through Christ that gives you strength. Last thing on that, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not into your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he'll tell you what to do. I promise you he will. All right. And just remember, Piano Man don't know everything. I just know what I'm talking about. Okay. So again, thank you for everything that you've done for me. But until Monday evening at 5:30, hey, we're going to be right back here in full effect. And I'm going to tell you how day one of my classroom went. Full Piano Man, all right? And so want to thank all of the crew. Want to thank my producer, Dwight, Bishop again, all of the Gumbo Chefs, especially to the 401k crew. I love y'all to life and everything. And to all of the crews, but especially OG Gill and Stephen Hicks and the No Mercy crew. Love y'all, brothers. But in the words and on behalf of Stephen Hicks and the voices of No Mercy, with the exception of the Alabama Crimson Tide, we wish you nothing but the absolute worst. There's the Discord one more time, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you missed it. It is open. Bishop gonna be in there doing the doggone thing. That the gumbo is fixed right. All right.
You know.
Y'all know, quit playing. All right, everybody, that's our show for tonight. We will see y'all later. And the Lord willing, I'll see you Monday at 5:30 p.m. Y'all have a good night and roll tide.